Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, sometimes hair, so if that sounds like your thing, make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me over on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. I share a lot of products that I love on this channel, and I've also started to share some products that I really hate. Hate is a strong word. Dislike, I dislike them. There are some that are kind of like in between that aren't really bad, and they're good, kind of, but they've been overhyped. And I think products being overhyped is kind of really common nowadays, especially when it comes to skincare and skincare tools, because the product doesn't necessarily have to be good to receive a lot of attention. Nowadays, it's really whether the product is Instagram worthy or not. So today, I'm going to share a few products that I feel are overhyped, in my opinion. Then that doesn't mean they're bad products, it just means that they're not necessarily worth all the talk and the hype surrounding them. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna start with this one. This is the Sun by Me 30-Day Miracle Toner. This is a BHA and AHA and PHA chemical exfoliator. I'll say this straight out, this is not a bad product. It's a good product. It does its job well, but in my opinion, there's no reason why this chemical exfoliator should be standing out from the crowd where there's so many other better ones. So the main reason this product kind of upsets me and I feel like it's overhyped, I think all stems from the name 30-Day Miracle. So let's start with that word, miracle. No skincare product is gonna perform miracles on your skin unless it's a product that just really works well for you. But if you're gonna use a chemical exfoliator every day for 30 days, you're gonna see a difference. You're gonna see huge improvements, and that's not a miracle. That's just how a chemical exfoliator works. Like, you often give a chemical exfoliator, BHA, AHA, or PHA, 30 days to do its job. Whether that's feeling less congested and looking less congested, evening out skin tone, dark spot, blemishes, 30 days is a very average time period for them to work. Also, the name suggests it's a daily use product, which it says on the instructions, it says on the product description, use daily. I just feel personally that using this product 7 days in a row, I used it only every day for a week, I just felt like it was a bit too much. Like, for me, there's no reason you'd have to be using a chemical exfoliator with tea tree in, and the smell of the tea tree is very pungent. There's no reason you have to be using that every day. 3 days, 4 days, absolute maximum, and you're still gonna get good results in 30 days. But as I said, it's a great product. I've used better. Just when you buy this, don't expect to see a miracle. Next up, we have the L'Oreal Clay Mask series. So these are a selection, a variation of clay masks that claim to do everything from detoxing, blemish control, brightening, and even adding a glow. For me, these are some of the most overhyped products I think I've ever seen. When they first released them, they were all over Instagram because I think they spent a lot of money on sponsorships. Every post I saw of these clay masks was a sponsored post. Now again, don't get me wrong, they're not bad, they're fine. They're alright. I've actually tried all of these, just because out of curiosity, you know, and they're not actually a bad price point for the amount of mask you get. Notable ones are the green one, that stung my face, I had to wash it off immediately. The black one, the detox mask, that was just like a charcoal mask. And the red one, which I believe is the glow one, which slightly stained my skin and was horrible on the face. It was like gritty, and it was just like a physical exfoliator to wash off. I hated it. But there's a few things that I feel really added to the overhypeness of these products. When they launched, L'Oreal were acting like they invented multi-masking. They're like a new masking system, you know? Multi-masking is where you use different masks that do different jobs to target different areas of the skin. And you know what? None of them do what they say. They're all decent clay masks, but these added boosts and benefits, you don't see a difference. In fact, they have a blemish rescue mask that, looking at the ingredients, there's really nothing in there that's going to help with the appearance of blemishes, dark spots, all that kind of stuff, especially if it's just something you're keeping on your face for 10 to 15 minutes and then washing off. For brightening, for blemish control, for glowing, and for moisture, you're best off finding these in not clay masks, first of all, but sheet masks or leave-on masks or serums, products that stay on your skin. These are lovely to look at. They look great on the face when you spend time, you know, face painting them up, and they were everywhere. I just got sick to death of seeing them. Speaking of overhyped masks, let's talk about Glam Glow. Glam Glow is never a brand that I really jumped on the bandwagon with. I actually bought 2 of their peel-off masks because they were My Little Pony, and I thought they were cute. There was a black one which I thought was really cool, and me and my brother reviewed them. We actually filmed a video together, and they did leave our skin looking good. Were they anything special? No, not really. But they are overpriced, of course, and I think in particular I want to talk about the Super Mud Mask. So they describe their Super Mud Mask as a advanced clearing treatment that works to combat common skin concerns, including blemishes, breakouts, and uneven texture. So the mask actually contains glycolic, salicylic, and lactic acid. But again, what's the point in using these kind of like chemical exfoliators to put on your face for 5, 10, 15 minutes and rinse off? I just feel you get better results when you use it and then leave it there. But I just didn't see a difference. Like you don't get that same benefit from these ingredients on a wash-off mask as you do like a chemical exfoliator that you put on your face with a cotton pad and leave on. And one of the mask's main selling point is that it tackles blemishes and breakouts whilst visibly tightening skin's texture and pores. There wasn't a big difference, and I almost feel that the results people see from this mask are kind of a placebo. Wash-off masks in general, especially clay ones or mud ones, they do make your skin look tighter, a little bit lighter, and a little bit more even when you wash them off. But as you start to add back in your toner and moisturizer, it kind of gets rid of that almost like dry film that mask has left your skin with, if that makes sense. But you get that with the cheapest of clay masks again. So Glam Glow is not really something I'm going to be investing money in general. I'm going to touch on this very, very briefly because I get asked a lot about this one, and this is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is a vitamin and hyaluronic acid enriched nighttime sleeping mask for your lips. I said that really weird. This product is very, very popular, and I do kind of get why. It comes in like lovely packaging, like the color of the product's really, really nice, and you apply it with this really cool like little applicator, and it does leave your lips feeling nice and moisturized. But like you would do if you've just put a bit more lip balm on. Do you know what I mean? For me, there's nothing that was different from the lip mask, the Laneige lip mask, to me maybe putting a few extra layers of Nivea lip balm on. I really didn't see much improvement. There was nothing special about it. And what I'm saying is, for around £20, if you don't own this, I don't really think you're missing out on anything. I know it's a lot of people's favorite, but I just don't think it is anything special compared to other vitamin enriched and hyaluronic acid enriched lip balms. Now, these have been everywhere recently, and we're going to talk about Jade Rollers. My very personal and honest opinion is they don't do anything they claim to do. So here's my reason why I think they're overhyped. Again, it's another Instagram worthy product, even YouTube worthy. You know, it's nice to see someone rolling this lovely jade stone over their face. But unless you're really into holistic therapy and you believe jade, the stone itself, has some kind of healing or repairing power, there's no reason why that tool has to be made out of jade. I think a lot of people say like it's cooler to the touch, which doesn't make a lot of difference unless you're keeping it in the fridge and just like a nice feeling on your skin. But from a scientific perspective, jade has no known health benefits whatsoever. So they haven't been proven to brighten the skin, reduce pore size, fine lines, wrinkles, reduce inflammation, or anything you see on the skin. It hasn't been proven to help reduce any of that. The jade stone itself and the technique, the likelihood of any improvement is people just taking more time using their serum or whatever it is that they're using the jade roller to rub in. So following on from that, actually, there's the idea that the jade roller helps to absorb product better into the skin, which kind of makes sense. You're pushing it into the skin, and I believe there is some kind of scientific theory behind that. possibly. But what's important to know is that jade stone is porous like our skin. Obviously it's not got loads of pores on it, but basically it can absorb product like our skin can. So in a very slight way, it's like you're sharing your product with your jade stone. But of course, if it's going to take in that product, it's also going to take in our oils and our bacteria. So it's very important to keep your jade roller clean if you are going to use one. I personally prefer a ceramic tool to do this, and I kind of like the whole lymphatic drainage kind of system idea, and I do actually use a ceramic tool to help my face look a little bit less puffy, a little bit slimmer. I did a whole video on it. I feel like I do see the benefits. But again, jade roller, Instagram worthy. With that comes a lot of fake and cheap brands, you know, your companies that are reselling AliExpress products on Instagram. So if you really are after a pure jade roller, you have to be careful because there are a lot of fakes out there. But you know what? They are a little bit overhyped. For their price point, I think you could get a real jade roller for about £20, which isn't bad, but also if you're on a budget, metal spoon will do the same job. Even though I said all these products are overhyped, what I like about all of them and what I think they're all great for is just the idea of practicing self-care. You know, we've got masks in here, we got exfoliators, beauty tools. They're all making us go that extra step in order to take care of ourselves and our skin, and I think that's important. So if you want to believe the hype and the hype makes you happy, 100% go for it. Let me know what your most overhyped products are, or products that everybody loved that you just didn't like. Discuss that please in the comments below. I'll join in with a few more extra. Take a look at the video on the side here, which is my latest video, and the one below that's been recommended just for you. But that is it for me now, guys. I will see you next time.